In today's video, we're going to install a vertical rack in a closet that's way too small. Welcome to Extra Techie, where we learn to tech and use tech to learn. Let's get right into it. So here is the destination for our vertical IDF. And as you can tell, the depth of the closet is not that big. But before we get there, check out how long the run would be from the old MDF. But we moved that MDF to this office, so now we're a little bit more centralized. We're going to pull in the Cat 5e cable through that piping, which goes through that chase into the closet here already. Let's measure up our Unify switch, which is a little shorter than 16 inches. We're going to take that measurement. We're going to sort of center it in this closet. We're actually going to be a little off center, off to the right. That way we have some room for our cables. We have marked and we have created our level line. That way we know where our 2U mount will go. Now I'm putting in a couple more marks, which is this is where the switch is going to end up going. That way we can have enough room. We're going to clean this up a little bit and put our old temporary equipment up into the ceiling portion of this closet. It's a mess, but it's working for right now. This is the 2U rack that we will be working with. It's off of Amazon. The link will be in the description below. It's not that expensive. We're going to use our level and we're going to make sure everything is good. We are then going to mark the holes of the rack while pointing it down. I know it sounds a little strange, but the switch is going to hang down from it instead of being up from it. You'll see what I mean in just a few seconds. We're using an impact driver here to pre-drill some of these holes. The rack will then hang. We'll check for level one more time and then finish drilling in the holes as such. There are 4 holes that we will drill in. That way we're nice and tight here. As you can tell, it's pretty level, but my camera angles were not. Next step is to install the cage nuts. That way the switch will be able to fasten to the vertical mount. Now, this is a pretty heavy Unify Pro 48 port PoE switch. We're going to twist in the switch screws, finish it off with the impact driver, start to get it powered up. And as it's booting, I thought about supporting it at the bottom with a simple L bracket, as you can see, and that's just for peace of mind. I'm pretty sure the 2U rack would be fine, but alas, the L bracket is in. This is an interesting part of the project. Now, I need to put a patch panel in, so what I'm using here is a 1-foot patch cable, and I'm sort of seeing where I would like to put the patch panel in relation to the switch in a vertical way. I want to leave a little bit of slack. I don't want it to be too taut. So I sort of, there's no science here. I just sort of eye it up and I make another level line. And as soon as the line gets pushed across here, I'll then use the level and go vertical with the level and check for plumb. And that's just going to give me an idea of where the left and the right of the 2U mount is, because I'm going to use a similar 2U mount. I'm just going to flip it in the opposite direction. So we got our left and we got our right. And in just a few short seconds, you're going to see the magic of editing. I'm a little OCD with my lines. I want to make sure everything is absolutely perfect. Boom, it's installed just like that. 4 screws, similar as the one on the bottom, but it just looks like this. Okay, flipped in the opposite direction. Okay, it's the next day. I'm wearing a different shirt. We are now in the process of removing the temporary equipment so we can start installing the final equipment. So this is just a few time lapses of that process, getting in some Velcro, moving around some of these cable holder metal thingies. I don't know the official name for them. We're using a Cat 6 patch panel that I had in another rack. It's not an ideal patch panel because you have to punch down every single one. I prefer a keystone panel, but hey, the budgets are the budgets. I am now tying in the IDF feed, which will go back to the MDF seen in the beginning of the video, and check out this. That's exactly what we were going for. Very important part of this process, cutting back the cable and labeling it. Don't forget to label your cable and make it make sense. There's one that's a little shorter than the rest, but couldn't do anything about that. That's the beginning, and this is our end. Look how beautiful this IDF is set up for such success right now. It's now ready to have new cable run to it. 46 degrees Celsius in this closet. This is in the dead heat of summer. So if that's the hottest it's going to get, that's okay. We're going to monitor the temperatures, but that's exactly what it looks like. Even the labels are melting off already. That's how hot it is in this closet, but we're trying to just get this wing set up. We're going to shut down this project for now, and we'll keep on going. We'll bring you the next part of the project soon. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Oh, and here are the tools, of course.